Come on, go live. Go live. Are we live? Are we live? Tell me we are live. Okay. Welcome, everyone, to Hit or Miss. I'm your host, Night Strike. And, hey, how's it going? We're a little late tonight because a certain bird drug his feathers through the mud and the dirt and, stayed on a chat longer than he should have. Even though I was trying to flag him down because he's kind of reporting tonight.
I made it. Thanks for the invite.
So tonight we welcome all to Hit or Miss. I'm your host, Night Strike, and yes, the camera's working again. Woohoo! But we got a bunch of things to talk about. We've got an interesting panel tonight, and first what we're going to do is we're going to introduce our panels, and then we're going to go over who won the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Ooh. So keep watching. So, all right. I'm going to Brady Bunch mode. Travis, you're up.
Hey guys, what is going on? This is Travis P11. Make sure you check out my channel over on YouTube called Travis P11. And on Monday nights at 6 o'clock Central Time, we have a little firearms-oriented podcast that we do called The Caliber Corner, and it runs until about 7:30 Central Time. Make sure you guys check it out over on YouTube, and then make sure you guys subscribe to everybody on this panel. They got great content, great channels, and make sure you guys support gunchannels.com. Thanks, bro.
All right, no problem. All right, AWAC, where you been, bro? Where you been?
I've been around. Still in New Jersey.
Did you get red flagged?
No, I didn't. So
okay.
I still have all of my firearms. I still building the AKs, making sure that they're New Jersey legal to please the crowd. Just living life.
Also make them so that if you move out of New Jersey, you can make them real.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing
that's the goal, right?
That's the great thing about building AKs is if you have the tools to build an AK, you have the tools to take them apart.
Right. You fix them. All right. Well, welcome to the panel, Kingpin. What's going on?
Not too much, man. Thanks for having me. Good to see everybody tonight.
Good to have you. Rich.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going, Rich? How you doing?
Getting better.
By the way, I got your card the other day, and I just want to tell you again, what's with the glitter? Why do you keep sending me cards with glitter on it?
Pick those out. My wife does.
Do I look like some kind of sparkly vampire? No, I don't like glitter.
Hey, you need to yell at Amy, not me. She's the one that picks them out.
I think she does it specifically because she knows I don't like glitter.
Nice, Strike. You're a sparkling little teddy bear.
I don't know what I am.
Glitter is not bitter.
Anyways, we have a latecomer. Why don't we introduce him, and then we'll get to the man of the hour tonight. All right, Artisan Tony. What's going on, Tony?
Oh, I'm not the man of the hour.
No, unfortunately, you're not. Not tonight.
I still have the vision of glitter in my head, sparkling.
Ignore the glitter, okay? The glitter's gone.
Right.
I threw it out. So, welcome to the panel. It's good to see that you're still around and kicking. You haven't snoozed off tonight.
It's getting close.
I know it's getting close to your bedtime, so we'll try not to keep you up. All right, and then we've got the man of the hour, and in a few minutes you'll know why he's the man of the hour, because if he didn't show up when he did, I would have given it to somebody else. I'm letting you know right now. Gizzard Gary, what's going on?
Man, I'm just excited to be here. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah. All right. So, guys, we have the 1,000 subscriber giveaway announcement tonight. So, that's the first topic we got. We're going to talk about some other topics. We may go through some things. We may look at some, news topics. But first, we're doing the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So I've already got. I went and picked the winners this morning, and well, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay, the good news is we have a winner for the grand prize. Okay, we've got a winner. The bad news is the winner gives everyone the bird. And here, let me show you. Let me show you what happened. All right.
I think he probably gave the biggest political contribution to your campaign.
So,
he's definitely a Russian asset.
Yeah.
So, Gizzard Gary won. Gizzard Gary won.
Congratulations, Gary.
The runner up is Mike Osborne, otherwise known as the Aussie guy out there on our chat all the time. He won the what do we call it? The door prize, which is
prize.
The consolation prize. Which if you live in a restricted state, I had something to give you. So that's who got it. So we got Gizzard Gary who won. So Gary, I guess what? You're going to have to build another AR-15.
Oh, darn.
Because
let's make sure you use the correct bolt carrier group size this time, okay?
Yeah, I know, all right.
I'm sending you a lower parts kit. I'm sending you the the stock, the buffer tube, the buffer, the spring, the buffer plate, and you're also getting an AR-15 mat and possibly an AR-15 tool as well. So
Sweet.
you're getting stuff.
Thank you.
And again, I've got a small cleaning kit and a bottle of CLP and a shall not be infringed pistol mat for Aussie out there. So there you go.
I think this might spark Gary's interest. He might come out with like
People are
Rooster
saying-
rifles now or something
people
and
are
start
saying
making
it's
custom-made
rigged.
rifles.
And no, it's not rigged. I pressed it a couple damn times to draw winners to try and get Gary out of it, but it just wouldn't. It wanted Gary, so Gary won. It was random, absolutely random.
Is the corgi the special surprise that nobody knew about until just now?
Yes.
Congratulations, Gary. You got yourself a corgi.
I didn't agree to that.
No, he's just the ambience, tonight. That's all he is. But no, Gizzard Gary didn't. It's not rigged. It was all random. So if Mike Ozzy Osborne is out there, he won. So congratulations, and I'll send you your prize, and Gizzard, I'll send yours too. So, but again, you might not get it until after Christmas because of how late it is.
Well, we're going to give Gary a round of applause.
So everyone give Gary a round of applause.
Yay.
Wait a second.
I was getting ready to build
We
a
love
second
you,
one anyway.
Gary. We love you.
Now I'm well on the way.
Now you have to build a second one. There ain't no getting around it. You have to.
So do we
I fully intended to, so this is awesome.
So
do we have to change
Yeah,
the
they come to
definition
stuff
of
that
getting gizzard?
You're never
now?
going to die.
yeah, people are saying that Gizzard Gary doesn't seem is so happy to get it. I don't know how Gizzard Gary. He doesn't have the camera on. We don't know if he's happy.
This is Gizzard Gary
No.
happy. What are you talking about, man?
Well, he does have a bunker full
You got to
of
be
guns,
careful about
so-
turning the camera on because somebody might be holding a gun in here. You can't have that.
Yeah, we can't have that on.
Somebody might be holding a
That
corgi.
goes into our next topic since we are done with the subscriber giveaway. But don't worry, we're giving away more stuff next month. So stay tuned. We're not going to just do this once, but I don't think I can give away a parts kit every month. But we're going to do something. We're going to give away something, whether it's a prize pack or something. We're going to try and continue giving stuff away. We're just not going to use this anymore. I don't like using Gleam because you have to pay for everything in order to run a giveaway, and I don't like that. Why do you need to pay money to give stuff away to people? I mean, I don't understand that. So next time we're probably gonna do it, differently. Like I'll just pick a random person out there on the YouTube chat and be done with it. All right. But again, I did it this way because I was trying to keep it randomized.
Well, the random comment pickers or those following tools you're using, they're totally legit. You can't rig that. I've done them live before, and that's just it even picked me last time when I did a drawing because I made replies to everybody's videos or everybody's comments, and I ended up winning the drawing on myself, and I just went ahead and redid it a second time, and then, we had another winner, so it just happens like that. And you know what? You might have only had, how many people actually entered Night Strike? 40, 30?
We had a ton of people. We had
20?
a ton of people enter, but we had 806 entries.
All right.
Out of that, granted.
Oh crap! Never mind. Okay.
A couple people entered more than once. But here's the thing: we had people entering from countries I wasn't even going to send it to, because it was only specific for the United States. But we had people trying to get it from Mexico. Okay.
Those were Gary's Russian agents.
There's also people from the Philippines trying to get this. I wasn't going to send it to you.
Well, I guess if you could do it from just a random comment picker, just comments on a particular video, then I guess you got better odds. But
any Nazis in Argentina, I'm sorry.
Oh my God!
No. Yes, that's a joke. And Poland, come on! You already have stuff like that in Poland because everything stolen ends up in Poland. We know this.
You're just saying that because it rhymes.
Oh, maybe just a little bit. Someone from Berlin wanted to win. I'm not going to send it to Berlin. Sorry. Okay. We got people from Hungary trying to win. No.
And they are hungry.
Spain. I'm not sending it to Spain. No. And then we have some guy from Russia trying to win it. I'm not sending it to Russia either. I'll get arrested.
I thought that was Gary, the Russian asset.
We people from Belgium too, and
you didn't
Sweden.
have a lower in there, did you? You didn't have a.
Okay. Oh, it gets better. Someone from the country of Georgia entered.
Did you give away a lower?
No, I'm not giving away a lower.
Well, then it's not illegal.
And also, someone from the Ukraine as well.
If you really want to be technical, some parts could violate ITAR if you ship them.
Oh yeah, all these parts.
AR furniture and it's all marked on the box, but
No. We had a couple.
Whatever they call it. There's some international parts exchange.
It's not illegal. It's just until it's assembled.
Some Canucks.
That doesn't mean they can't.
No, I think it said exporting
several different guns.
Some people in England tried.
No, the part can't be exported out of the country.
Yeah, there's certain things you cannot export.
Oh.
I'm not for it. I'm just saying it's on the boxes.
Get this. You're gonna love this. Some people in Pakistan thought they'd win.
Hey, man, everybody's got to have a hope and a dream, okay? Everybody wants AR parts. If they want to make themselves a rifle, it's our job to make sure it happens,
I feel sorry for this guy because he thought he was going to win, and he's in South Korea.
Yeah, going back to the.
They got all of our rifles. They don't need our stuff.
And going to the Pakistan thing, man, those terrorists got to get their parts somehow.
But again, people entered from countries that I wasn't ever going to send it to, and their entries were invalid. So I'm just letting you know right now. Yeah, the only country I'm ever going to ship gun parts to is the United States of America, and only to free states. I'm not going to send stuff to a non-free state. So if you live in the Northeast or the West or the left coast, it's not happening. I'll send you something. I'll send you something I can get away with. I'm not going to send you gun parts. I'm sorry.
To make them free, you have to send them gun parts.
Yeah. No, to make them free, they need to, tear down their oppressors and, make that state free again. But, But yeah.
I think it's a chicken or egg thing. I think you have to send the gun parts first.
I was never going to send stuff to Canada. I don't want Mounties coming down and trying to arrest me.
Or Mounties coming down to try to mount you.
Depends on what they look like.
I did not need that in my head. Thank you.
What about Kazakhstan?
Scott P79 says, hey, New Hampshire is a free state. Well, it might be for now, but will it be in 2020? I don't know.
You can't live free or die forever.
Yeah, so, all right. So the next topic we're going to talk about is the one that's been, basically on fire for the last day or so. We're going to talk about another policy switch with YouTube. So now we can't show any of our guns on live streams on the YouTube platform anymore. Period.
Well, not if you're holding on to them, you can't.
Well, I've got one, but I'm not going to show it on camera, but you can hear it. But I can't show it on camera. So, there you go.
Yeah, I will neither deny nor confirm that right now I could not turn my camera on.
You know what's crazy about all this is video game technology is going to get to the point that what you play looks like actual real video. And these firearm, these military games, are they going to ban that content? Because that's, and again, I'm not going to blame the video games, but I'm just saying you've got some incredibly intense, realistic graphic content, but that's going to be allowed, live stream, whatever, but God forbid you want to shoot your firearm at a range, or you want to unload your firearm and show something off about it, or whatever. It just
AC-97, my
we talked about this beforehand.
exactly.
Yeah.
Watch your language, bro. Oh, AC-97.
Who, me?
My same sentiment, but watch your language.
And
Those video games are on.
And again, my
on
thoughts
the
on
list
this
too.
is. Oh, there are video games on the list now too.
Video games are exempted from the live stream list if you're playing a video game that has guns in it.
Yeah, okay, so
Because it's not real guns.
Censoring video games hasn't been a thing for like the past 15 years. That's okay. I'm completely missed that.
Right.
See, here's an interesting one. Don't post content on YouTube if the purpose is to do one or more of the following. And then it just simply says, sell firearms or certain accessories through direct sales or links. Oh, never mind. So I'll say they do mention high-capacity mags. It says high-capacity magazines or belts carrying more than 30 rounds.
Yeah.
I thought you couldn't show them off or something like that. You can't show how to manufacture firearms, ammunition, high-capacity magazines, which is kind of interesting. I wonder what YouTube considers high-capacity. Homemade suppressors, accessories that enable a firearm to simulate automatic fire, accessories that convert a firearm, bump stocks, how to convert a firearm to automatic or simulated. Okay, now that's funny. So Mr. Guns and Gear had the video up on, he talks about the differences between semi-automatic and automatic AR-15 lowers. Did you guys watch that video? Yeah. I mean, he's not really providing instructions. He's talking about it, but not showing. It'll be interesting to see if he gets his video up where I thought maybe he was going to convert a lower to full auto. I don't know. Which I suppose if you do it a certain way, you could. If you had your, I don't know, do you set up a receiver, a lower, put it in, you put it in an auto sear that's registered and has a tax stamp on it, I guess. I don't, Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what he does with his videos, because a lot of people are saying, hey, you better download this video right now. It's a good video. It's a great video.
But again, I can't go out in the backyard and shoot anymore because, hey, guess what? Because of the new streaming policies, I can't do it. I can't do it live anymore. So what I'm going to have to do is if I have the camera on and I'm outside shooting, I'm going to have to just do it as produced content.
Yeah,
Who does that stuff live anymore anyway?
Yeah, just do a filter that makes you look like a video game, then you'll be good.
So,
Yeah, I'm looking at the policy right now, and there's a lot of stuff on there. You can't have links in the title or description. I wonder if people put links in comments on how to get to the guns directly. Because like on Classic Firearms, when they show off guns, there's guys that'll put a link in the comment box that'll take you directly to the gun for sale.
YouTube will flag. It'll flag comments with links in it. It won't flag it. It'll put it in your. It'll put it in your comment section under spam or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
New York Outcast is out there saying that Yankee just did a desktop.
Well, that's great for Yankee.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to go.
He did what?
Did a desktop.
Oh, I thought he said
actually
desk
show
poop.
the firearm. If he didn't show the firearm,
Well, if he did it off camera, he didn't actually show it. Yeah, I was gonna say you could probably do whatever you want as long as you don't show it. They need to have somebody like shooting at Barrett in a live stream, but you can't actually see it. You know, you can hear it and all the eye and ear pros on, but you don't
Shooting
actually
at
see the
Barrett
gun
from
in the
inside your
camera.
house.
It's
Not inside your. There's actually a guy that has a video on that. He shot his Barrett off of his coffee table in his living room. There's a video on YouTube of a guy that he shot right out his porch door.
Yeah,
I saw
it
that.
specifically states you cannot handle the gun on camera. It doesn't say anything about being in or whether that can be. No.
Yeah.
And they're saying
So
that
okay,
he
and here's
did it
another
on
one again.
camera.
Live streams that feature somebody holding or handling a firearm. What about SHOT Show footage now? What's going to happen on
I
SHOT
guess
Show
you're
live
not going to be able
stream?
to live stream any
Yeah,
SHOT
dude.
Show footage.
Yeah, we were.
I mean, the
talking about that
industry
on
is
Yeah,
not going to be
that's
able to show
gonna
off
be
any of their
tough.
products live.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that on Clover's show, his Patreon private chat last night, and him and his what about his Patreon launcher pop every month? You know.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a rifle right here that I always have next to me. I mean, I can rack it for you. You can't see it, but I can rack it.
You won't desk pop it. You won't.
I can't because I'm in the city. But again, I can't put it on camera because YouTube says no.
Yeah, and we've all seen videos from SHOT Show.
Yeah,
Whether
we've all seen videos of SHOT Show. It's nothing but guns.
Yeah,
But the
well,
thing
that's
is-
what I'm saying. Even if you're handling the gun, the vendor you're talking to might not be handling the gun. But what about the guy behind him that might be handling a gun? That's not that just
Yeah.
is in his shop because they're in the background.
That is checking it out because that's what he came to check it out. And that's going to get you flagged. All of that is going to get you flagged. Me taking that gun that I had just a second ago and putting it on live, if I put it in picture, then it's a problem because YouTube doesn't want you to have that anymore on live stream. Now, that's not to say that I can't just rack it off camera and, I could say, hey, that was done by my cell phone. So,
Well, a lot of the SHOT Show videos they're not live streamed, they're videos.
So you
Is
can't
that the
live
difference?
stream anymore with guns. That's all it is. No matter whether you're at the range or not.
Most people edit their SHOT Show videos. It's not
A lot of people do.
Not very many people live stream that much.
But-
I've seen a few different channels that have live streamed from SHOT Show.
I'm just saying that
I can't even,
the
I can't
higher
even
end, the
do
quality,
gun segment on my show now.
the ones who are trying to sell.
So
live stream.
So
Nice Strike, what's the solution to all this for people that want to live stream firearms content?
Yeah.
No, what's the solution? Do you know?
the solution is you use a different platform. That's the solution.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Because that's where I see a lot of us going soon. And again, this is just us saying, you better have some alternatives set up if you're not already trying something else out.
GunTube.org.
You guys know where I'm going with this.
I didn't say anything. Nope, didn't say anything. But the issue is you are going to have to go and use other platforms that haven't put that in their statements. I mean, there's more than one live streaming platform out there. YouTube is not the end all be all. There are other live streaming platforms out there that do save your videos that you live stream on, and you can just download that video from their platform and upload that video anywhere else you want because it was live streamed on their platform and not YouTube's. Hell, you could live stream on another platform and then upload that video to YouTube and say, hey, it wasn't streamed on your platform in the first place, so neat.
You're going to lose out on a lot of views, so.
You're going to lose out on views. Let's do a Premiere.
I don't think live streaming and Hangouts get that many views. I've got like 3,000 videos and I've got like 1,000 Hangouts and they get very limited views. It's edited videos that get. It's content. Honestly, guys, it's content that gets views, not chatting and talking and bitching about policies, and that's not what gets you views. Concentrating on content is what gets you views.
So
Sorry.
George Cortez is out there saying, "Hey, at Night Strike." Hello, George. How are you? It's good to see you, George. But again, yeah, it's ridiculous that YouTube is coming up with these draconian policies exactly like the left is for the left's laws that they want to put in place to take away your rights. But again, hey, just sit back and deal with it and just accept it because there's nothing you can do about it. So there are other platforms though that we can use and live stream on. Yes, we're not going to get the same numbers on YouTube, but if we let our YouTube followers or subscribers, our fans, our friends, if we let them know that's where we're going to be live at that time, then hey, they can show up. It's not like they can't go and create an account somewhere else, because it's really easy to create an account on any website. It really is. So I don't understand the problem. But some people would say, if it's not on YouTube, then it's not on the internet. Well, guess what? YouTube is slowly becoming a platform where they don't want everybody on their platform anymore. They just want people that are Democrats or socialists or communists or whatever the hell Google wants on their platform, and everybody else can just get the hell out. They can get out.
Did you all watch any of the streaming awards or whatever?
No, I don't want to watch that.
That's what YouTube wants. They want that kind of content. That's what they want.
And that kind of content is not the content people want to watch. I mean, maybe a minute.
Actually, that's what people watch on YouTube. That's if you look at the view count, that's what people are watching.
If that's what people
are watching, GunTube.
I guess we're just not doing it right. So
now, if we look at trending, we're not in the top 100. It'd be refreshing though. Would be to see Susan Wojcicki or whatever her name is do one of her little interview videos that she does with a pro gun content creator. It would be interesting to have like Iraqi veteran on there, or Mac from there, and let them have a little chat about YouTube and gun content and try to hear YouTube's side of things. It would be interesting just to hear what she has to say. That'll never happen. Hell freeze over before that happens.
Honestly, it's we live in a little bit of a bubble in the gun community on YouTube. I remember I've been going to NRA annual meetings for a long time, right? And I remember going to them 10 years ago and say, yeah, we're doing this thing, and Hickok 45 and Military Arms Channel signed this cricket, and these people are looking at me like, what are you talking about? Most of the people, a lot of people on YouTube have no idea who these people are. You're talking about a platform that gets hundreds of billions of views, and the gun community on YouTube gets millions of views. So hundreds of millions, maybe. So
yeah. Well, again, if you just look at trending, if you look at the trending, the top 100 trending, I don't think there's anything gun content on there related other than video game streamers. If even that. But yeah, if you look at what the majority of the content is, it's just fluff entertainment, basically.
Sad.
I mean, when you get views, it's people like FPS Russia, Kyle, who's
in jail right now.
Who's got the controversy? He's not in jail anymore. Is he out?
No, he's out.
He's out.
Is he out?
He's out now. But he's getting views because he's talking about all the crazy crap he went through. That's what people are attracted to. The drama.
Yeah. Go to socialblade.com and look up, the number, like the top 10 channels, and look what their content's based around. And again, yeah, you're right. I mean, Tony, it's all about business. It's about what they can cater to the people to get them the most views. That's going to give them the most ad revenue. Just like
George Cortez out there says at Night Strike, if you do a range videos. You think if you have the firearm out of frame, a way to work around the rule? Yes, essentially. But again, you also have to factor in that, do you really want to stare at my fat ass?
You can make gun videos. You have to.
No, I'm just thinking like a live stream unboxing, shooting video. Yeah.
Yeah. So
you don't get a lot of those, but
I mean, honestly,
and again, it's liability.
Guys,
I don't think
live videos are not actually the best content for your channel. They're just not.
It's not. No, it's true.
It's crappy video. It's not edited. It's kind of crappy. So the best video, if you're going to go to the range, is take your camera, set them up, get the video, go home, edit it, and then play it on your channel. And quit worrying about all this crap.
So.
Yeah. And again, I think YouTube's doing this just to kind of cover their rear and maybe cover some liability issues.
Access.
Make them
I'll tell you what. Right? I don't want to stare at your mustached, wrinkled ass either. So, there we go.
He's got a mustache on his butt. What's a mustache wrinkled ass?
well,
that's a new one.
That's all I can tell you. And now he's going to give me trouble.
Are you saying his face is his butt, or what's a man? That's
will probably
weird.
Get you in more trouble than guns will.
Yeah, they will. Yeah. They will. You know how YouTube is about that whole thing. But again, it's just damn it. And I hate. I don't want to swear, but why do they have to go and just give us more problems? I mean, yeah, they revised the policy earlier this month, and yeah, I can see the reason because of children. I understand, but this is going way too far, and I hope it bites them in the ass. I really do.
It's not going to bite them in the
it's
ass.
Not. Again, if we're not in the top 100 trending videos, then it doesn't affect them. It's such a small chunk. It's just again, I think it's just because of litigation liability.
Well, next
PewDiePie just quit, okay, and it's not even going to phase you two. They don't care. They could care less.
They'll have somebody else that'll replace him. There's always somebody to replace the next best thing.
Another boy band or half boy band from Korea to come over here and sing and K-pop or whatever the hell it is, and that'll be it.
That's what K-pop is: South Korean pop, more or less. So. Because apparently South Korea is the only Korea because the North just doesn't exist. All right. So let's go on to the next topic that we were going to talk about tonight. I wanted to get into it. I know I don't want to mix good news with bad, but we're talking about what's going on with Pennsylvania. Okay, so if you don't know what's going on, Pennsylvania has this new law they're trying to push through about basically outlawing 80% lowers and signaling that virtually anything can now be defined as a gun. Okay, Pennsylvania Attorney General Josh Shapiro has issued a legal opinion that reportedly rules 80% receivers and frames are now considered to be firearms. Oh no, as usual, it is much worse than that. Any attempt to regulate something has to define that item, just so you'll know what it is that's being regulated. Attorney General Shapiro has unilaterally defined firearm to take unfinished receivers and frames into account. Okay, he began by looking at the current definition in Pennsylvania state law and found it includes non-operational firearms that may be readily restored. But he was disappointed to discover that no state case regarding a law defining what may be readily restored actually means. Not to worry, though. Other jurisdictions have precedents defining may readily be converted means. Shapiro considers that to be sufficiently analogous. Analogous. But that's plainly wrong. Pennsylvania law speaks of something which once was a firearm and could readily be restored into one again. Converted is turning one thing into another thing. That's not the same thing at all. Shapiro, however,
Maybe taking like an ancient gun and getting it running again and using it as a firearm.
Relic.
Something that might be pre-serial number, maybe.
Relics.
Again,
Relic-
finding a problem that
relics,
doesn't
antiques,
exist,
that
right?
kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, converted is turning one thing into another. That's not the same thing at all. Shapiro, however, is a government lawyer, so semantics are whatever he wants them to be. Well, that's pretty much the left in general, but...
But I mean, really, honestly, if a butt stock is a machine gun, and 80% is a lower is a real gun, right?
Don't even get me started. Don't get me started.
Although the ATF doesn't say it's a firearm until it's been finished or has a serial number on it,
Now that
right?
Shapiro has found a close enough for government work precedent, he's settled on a basic test for what readily converted means. His opinion takes these factors into account: time, ease, expertise, equipment, availability, expense, and feasibility.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get some PVC blocks, like 8 inches long and like 1.5 inches wide and like 6 inches tall, and I'm just going to start selling those as 80% lowers.
All right.
And they'll just be block chunks of plastic.
Yeah.
And then that has the potential to become a lower.
I'm going to start referring to representatives as just 80% human because they're not all there. 80% representatives because they're not 100% with us, right? Hey, Nice Strike, I got a jet, buddy. I'm going to head on over to Sandy's chat.
All right.
Sandhills, but appreciate the invite. All right, man.
How does his chat rank over Night Strike's chat? I don't know.
Well, I got to be there in 3 minutes, and as an educator, punctuality is paramount to me, so I have to have to go where the requirements are. So.
Apparently, Travis is angry that he didn't win the 1,000 subscriber giveaway.
I'm not angry at all, man. I'm happy. In fact, if I would have won it, I would have gave it to somebody. So I'm good with it. Gary needs it, man. I want to see Rooster Rifles take off since Night Vaughan Rifle Works hasn't happened yet. And I'm sitting here with money to buy a rifle.
That's AWAC's problem.
Don't
go after AWAC.
Don't pass the buck. You could have pushed him harder to make him, move and get the rifle operation up and running, but
I've tried.
No, you're too busy trying to run the next platform for 2A gun media. Oh well, whatever. No. All right, man. Hey.
Oh well.
All right, I know. Hey, you guys have a good night. All right, y'all take care.
See you.
All right, later. Bye.
Anyways,
see you guys.
The apparent standard can just anyone quickly and easily with common tools and parts and basic know-how make an inexpensive firearm that won't blow up. Even that definition is a little vague, though. So he had to set a threshold below which a receiver is a firearm, above which it isn't. To do that, he dusted off a 39-year-old precedent, United States versus Stephen Misk, firearms, 503F, supporting 565 DDC 1980. In that case, the weapons were held not to be machine guns because it would have taken a master gunsmith expertise over 13 hours time working with specialized equipment, required parts that are not commonly availability, cost $65,000 to make the conversion. The conversion could have damaged or destroyed the firearm as well as caused injury to the shooter upon firing.
Where did they come up with the $65,000? That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand that either.
They certainly didn't cost them that back in the old days when they were reaming out barrels by hand.
Basically, Attorney General Shapiro decided that anything that requires less than 1, a master gunsmith, 2, 13-plus hours, and 3, $65,000 to convert it into a firearm is a firearm.
Yeah, did you see does that article specify what his rationale for doing this is? Because Black Cat did a video talking about this earlier.
No, and if you want to know what sparked all this, go and watch Black Cat's video on this.
Yeah. So according to what Black Cat was saying, the Attorney General literally said that there are people going to gun shows, buying 80% lowers, finishing the receiver at the gun show, and walking out with a operational firearm.
Black Cat, if you could link the video on in the live chat out there. All right?
Are they having workshops at gun shows now?
So,
With drill presses and
Yeah,
all
apparently
that.
they have there's a pocket.
Yeah, I
machine
can see
nobody
that.
knows about.
now I got to screen
Adrenaline.
share this. I got to screen share this because this proves the point of the conversation right here, and this shows how ridiculous it is. Okay, now look at this. Okay, see.
It's like a pipe bomb.
There we go. According to the Pennsylvania Attorney General's new standard, this is now a firearm. This right here, this pipe with
That
the
looks
end
like
cap
any
on.
other weapon to me.
It does to me too, but apparently because of his new ruling states that that's a firearm. That isn't a firearm, but hey, guess what? Because he's the Attorney General, he can do what he wants. He can say what he wants and rule as he wants because there's nobody telling him he can't do it. There you go. That's a firearm.
We call those nipples in construction.
It wouldn't be that hard to make one.
No. Now, it looks like the sheriffs across Pennsylvania are about to experience a deluge of new firearm dealer license applications, and that's just with the plumbing example. Imagine everything else that could be converted by applying $65,000 in a few hours of work. The
Where did
required
this number 65,000 come from?
he used it. It was from a court case
It's like a magic number.
from 40 years ago that he picked. Okay, I mentioned it earlier in the conversation. It's an arbitrary number that he picked out of the hat from a court case. Okay, and the required record keeping is going to be a nightmare for everyone, including the Pennsylvania State Police. An acquaintance noted that a better test of readily converted would be to hand Shapiro an 80% lower kit, drop him on a patch of cracked corn in southeast Georgia, wild pig country, and see what he can come up with. This will make a great pay-per-view event for cable television. Yes, but unfortunately, that's not going to work. He's probably never going to leave Pennsylvania for the rest of his life because he may make a lot of people angry. But again, that's it with that. We're done with that. I'm not screen sharing that anymore. We're going back to Brady Bunch. So, thoughts, comments? Guys, Rich, you're up.
Huh? It's stupidity. I mean, the guy is clearly overstepping his bound, but what else is new? And there's nobody buying 80% lowers at a gun shop. I mean, at a gun show, excuse me, and walking out with a completed firearm from it because they don't have do-it-yourself gunsmithing shops, stands at gun shows where you could finish an 80% lower at the gun show. So this guy is a complete and total ass. I mean, that's all there is to it.
Yeah, they're not that innovative at gun shows, okay?
Yeah, they're not. They're really not. So,
yeah, it's not like the little kiosk you got at Walmart where you can go make your own keys,
So we got TDR out there on the YouTube chat. I think he's got a video on it, and Black Cat Outdoors also says he's got a video on it. So check those videos out on this situation, and they have more information than what I just went and posted. But it is a ridiculous, huge joke, and unfortunately, it's not a joke because he's trying to apply that to everybody. Now, unless someone in the state of Pennsylvania can get their legislators to grow a pair and actually say, no, you can't just make things up on the fly as Attorney General. You can't just make this. You have to wait for us to make the law in order to make a decision like this. Then your Attorney General in Pennsylvania is just going to rule whatever the hell he wants. So contact your legislators. Other than that, I think that's it. Unless anybody else has anything they want to talk about. Anybody? Got anything?
Jason Stewart says, so a block of aluminum is 0% lower and that's illegal?
Well, because that takes over 13 hours of work to make an AR-15 receiver. You might be able to get away with a block of aluminum.
you got a good CNC machine, you get a block of aluminum, they can cut that wheel right. And
Yeah, but it will take at least 13 hours for that.
I mean, a good CNC machine is like $30,000. I don't think these people understand that it's easier for the common Joe to just go buy a cheap lower that's already ready to use. It's not that I've actually milled out 2 or 3 80% lowers, and it's no. I thought to myself afterwards, why? My time is worth something. What in the world? Just go. You know what I mean? Go buy a lower. This is what boggles my mind is what is the fascination with the chunks of plastic that you can mill out with a Dremel? You know.
Apparently, Pope Joy out there is calling foul, FOWL, on Gizzard Gary's win tonight. And, Pope Joy, I'm sorry, but that's what the thing said. I pressed it several times just to make sure Gizzard Gary wasn't the only winner. And unfortunately, he's the one who won. He came up several times because every other time, it kept up somebody from another country, which I wasn't going to give it to them anyways because laws. I don't want to get arrested. So, Gizzard Gary won. Yoder, Texas, Gizzard Gary won the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So, but the next giveaway I'm doing, the next contest we're doing, nobody on the panel's getting it. If you're on the panel, then you can't win. That's the new rules.
So we all have to boycott the panel.
I have to boycott all the people I give invites to. So there you go. Because
Stark will be sitting by himself from now on.
Probably. You ask again what he won. The 1,000 subscriber giveaway. That's what he won. There's a video of it. Go look. I'm not going to repeat it. And Atypical Jake is out there saying, at Night Strike, 80%ers are already banned in Washington. Yeah, I know.
So are straws. Straws are banned in Washington.
So are plastic straws, of which I've used those paper straws they made to replace it. Makes your drink taste like ass. No, it literally tastes like ass instead of a cola. Because the paper just, ugh. It's like trying to use a paper towel roll to drink your drink. It's disgusting.
Yeah, maybe they're making the straws you used out of leftover recycled toilet paper.
I don't know what they're using. I don't care. I'm not using a paper straw anymore. I'm just going to drink it out of the damn cup. Screw the straws.
I just know Greta Thunberg says we need to quit using straws. I feel like I just need to quit using a straw.
And I don't care what she says. She can go jump a lake. All I care.
Oh man, did you see Rebel Media's video that they did on her, where they were like following her around on her tour of Europe, and they were looking in her car? For somebody who's so concerned about the environment, man, her back seat, her Tesla is just full of garbage. She does not clean her car out at all.
Can I just be honest about her for a second? I mean, if I was brutally honest,
if you must,
I'm really not threatened by a 16-year-old. I really think we should not get excited about her until she's 18, and then, you know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of giving minors a hard time about anything. They just don't have enough life experience. You know, I don't know.
Well,
I look at her as just some cute little teenager who has passion. Honestly, if half the teenagers in this country had her passion for anything, I would be impressed. Okay, I'm just being honest.
Except it's not her passion. She's a puppet. I mean, she's autistic. She has mental illness.
She's brainwashed.
Okay, so I have an autistic daughter, and so I know a little something about this, and so I understand her, and I understand how impressionable she is. So she's not a puppet; she's impressionable. Okay, so to say she's a puppet is kind of
My
It's
thing is
not.
her parents are taking advantage of her. Her parents are using her as a puppet. If you look, whenever she's given one of her speeches, she can't even give an interview without having a script that's written for her by her parents. Whenever you watch her actually giving an interview, she keeps looking down and reading whatever was handed to her.
I'm just saying, if grown-ass men feel threatened by a 16-year-old Asperger girl, then you got issues, okay? You just need to wait until she has the power to, I don't know, make a policy or something. But I just think you gotta step back from this one because, like I said, I have a high function. My daughter Allie is high functioning autistic, and I know how they act, and
I don't care. The conversation isn't about her. I don't give it. I
just make it about her.
Well, I don't want you to make it about her because I don't want to talk about her. She's a non-issue in this chat.
It's better than talking about plastic lowers or something.
So, and anyways, I'm moving on. We're moving on from this, and we're going to something else. So we're moving. All right. So we have an update on Virginia. 93 counties in the state of Virginia have passed Second Amendment sanctuaries. The ones in the counties in red are counties that have rejected it. The ones in white are the ones that haven't passed anything one way or the other yet. That's the update in Virginia. Look at that. That's a lot. And this was taken from VCDL's website, the Virginia Citizens Defense League. So you should go and check out their website, vcdl.org. If you want to help them or get more information on what's happening in Virginia, check them out. But other than that, I'm going to call this one. So I want to thank my panelists for showing up. So those we got left, Gizzard Gary, why don't you give us your outro?
Well, thanks again for the prize and everything. Appreciate that. Check out Foul Territory every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Check out my website, gizzardgary.com. And always remember, give them the bird. Thanks for the invite, man.
No problem. Rich, it's your turn, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I was typing in the YouTube chat. Be sure to check out This Week Unloaded Sunday nights at 8 Eastern over on the Unloaded Media channel.
Wow, that's really upbeat and pretty good. What happened?
I don't know.
You just started plugging your stuff now. Okay, good. Tony?
Well, I can plug my Patreon channel too.
I'm trying to explain in the chat that autistic girls are not puppets. They're affected by what they see. So it's not the same thing. It's not like she is a person that is told what to do. You can't tell. I have told my autistic daughter many times what to do, and she has done the exact opposite of that a million times. So she's not a puppet. The gun community on YouTube is just really, honestly, sometimes I think there's more paranoia. I don't know where this puppet thing, who is the puppet master? Do you have nightmares about the puppet master?
I don't know, but ignore it and give us your outro. Give us your final words of wisdom.
My outro is that 2020 is a new year for me. And I'm going to give 0 F's about most of this stuff because that's just how it's going to be. 2020 is going to be a new year, and I'm looking forward to it. And
all right.
It ain't going to involve the paranoia of the YouTube community. I'll see you later.
All right. So thank you all for listening. This was Hit or Miss. And next week is Hit or Miss is on Christmas Eve. I think I'm just going to, if I do anything, I might start a chat for a few minutes, but we're not going to run it for the whole thing because it's Christmas Eve. You should be spending time with your families, and, you should be doing that. So if I do anything, it might be pre-recorded, or I might not do anything at all. So either way, thank you all for listening. We'll see you next week.
Bye, bye.
How do I turn
Give
this
him the
darn thing
bird.
off? Shut up, infringed!
Give him the bird.
Shut up, infringed.
Bird. Bird is the word.